Hi guys, welcome back to the Chirping Bird. It's your favorite podcast host, Bird, and I'm here to just give you your weekly dose of me. Anyways, I hope that everyone's having a great week. It is actually Wednesday, the day this goes up, when I'm recording this, so I'm a little bit behind schedule on pre-recording and making sure I have content available and ready, so I'm not rushing last second to film or record something. But you know what? It's a learning lesson. Now I know I need to do this a few days before so then I have time to edit and get this podcast up for you guys. So I thought that the last week was a pre-recorded episode that I did with Melissa Jasmine on just a bunch of different boss babe things and being in the state of lack, basically. And we just talked about a bunch of things. It was a phenomenal episode, so I highly suggest that you go check it out if you haven't already. I think it's probably one of my best episodes that I've done so far. So make sure you definitely check it out. It will be in the podcast playlist on my YouTube channel, so check that out. And also, before we kind of get into everything, I'm gonna give a little shameless self-promo, plug myself a little bit. Go follow the Chirping Bird on Instagram, because I have created an Instagram page for the podcast and blog, which I haven't been blogging that much lately, so I really need to get back onto that grind. I tried to come up with a bunch of different ideas, but for some reason I just wasn't feeling very creative when I was writing things out. It was more coming to me when I was talking. So the podcast has been doing a little bit better, and I've been staying frequent with the podcast more than the blog. So that's definitely something I'm going to be working on, but go check out the Instagram page because you get lots of content there. Second, go follow my personal Instagram account. It is talia.birdd with an extra D at the end, so that's talia.birdd. And I post I do post daily on my Instagram, whether it being stories or an actual Instagram picture, Instagram Reels, Instagram TV, like IGTVs. I've got it all going over there. That's probably where you can find me most. I'm always doing something with my personal Instagram. Anyways, so that was my little shameless self-promo. I had to just give myself a little bit of a shout out because I really want to just work on my social medias for the rest of the year. We are in September. It is currently September 23rd, so almost the end of the month. I only have a few months left of this year, and I have a few goals that I set for myself to reach for the end of this year. To reach by the end of December 31st, and I am a little ways to go, so I'm just trying to, really push myself with creating content and putting up things that you guys will like and enjoy and watch, listen to, read, whatever. So make sure you check it out. That was the moral of the story. Anyways, I thought that I would do a little bit of a catch-up episode because the past few weeks have all been very pre-recorded with, either interviewing someone or the solo podcast episode was pre-recorded 3 or 4 weeks ago at this point. So that was back in August. And I just haven't given a full, to the T, very realistic update because everything's so far pre-recorded, so far in advance, right? So I thought that this episode would be dedicated to just an update. So I think the very first thing that I wanted to update everyone on is what I have been up to the past couple weeks. So as I said before, it is September 23rd. It's almost the end of the month, and I have been working my butt off doing my university online. So I'm currently a student at the University of Calgary, for those of you who don't know, and I'm doing marketing. So I've basically been spending all of my free time doing marketing homework and reading articles and listening to all the pre-recorded Zoom meetings. So that is basically what I've been keeping myself busy with the past couple weeks. And so far, I have to say, I have really, really enjoyed it a lot more, I think, than I thought I would. Going into it, I was very excited and, obviously did think I was going to enjoy it, but I thought there was going to be a lot more that, I wasn't going to enjoy as much as I thought. Like, I thought I was hyping this whole course up and I wasn't going to get the results that I wanted out of it. But you know what? So far, it is staying very high and I am getting so much out of it. I have learned so much. I feel like 1,000,001 times smarter than I did 2 weeks ago. So I guess, you know what? That's a great plus, and it's definitely been keeping me busy. So super happy about that. The other thing that I've been doing a few things to keep me busy. The other thing that I've been doing is obviously my eating disorder program, and I talked about it in, I believe, my last solo episode. And basically, I will do a dedicated episode to it all because I think it kind of deserves a full episode to itself. But I'll just give a little update. I'm currently in my 3rd month of program, so I'm about halfway done now, which seems crazy to me because it feels like just yesterday I started, but halfway done, and I am doing so much better and I feel so good. My confidence has gone up so much, even though I've put on like 20 pounds, you guys. But you know what? It needed to happen because I was not doing too hot before this. I was really underweight and not eating, and things were just going downhill. But I've done amazing. And, not to just I guess, shout myself out here and give myself a ton of applause here, but I just think that I've done a really good job and I'm just very proud of myself for how far I've come. So that's something that I've been doing. I have group 3 times a week, and we have worksheets that we have to work on and homework, so I stay fairly busy with that. The next thing that I've been working super hard on is my brand new, I guess it's like a franchise that I own now. I just started working with the company Arbonne, and it's a bunch of skincare products, and basically not even just skincare. There's hair care, skincare, any sort of thing you might need in the lifestyle department, basically. But I just signed my contract with the company a few days ago, and I'm starting to sell those products. So if you guys have any questions about, good deals on skincare, hair care, any of that type of stuff, let me know. Oh, and also nutrition. I completely forgot about that. They have a bunch of natural caffeine sticks, which I ordered a bunch of off of the website. So it's not like I'm selling these things and not even trying them, just selling them to sell them. But I literally have a huge order and it will be coming tomorrow. And I'm going to be trying everything out, and I will let you guys know my honest opinion on it, like my honest reviews. I'm not going to BS it, and I'm not going to tell you, oh my god, it's so amazing, and it, be actually really crappy. I'm going to give you my honest review on it, and that way, if you guys feel motivated, inspired by these reviews that I'm giving you, then you can just reach out to me and just send me a message on Instagram, or if you have my email, send me a quick email and we can figure out some products that maybe you want to try or buy. So I've got some good deals. I can definitely hook you guys up. Just let me know. Anyways, that is the next thing that I've been working on. I think then now I wanted to talk about maybe like some top products, because I haven't done a top 10 products of the month video in a while. I used to do them every single month, but for some reason I just kind of got tired of them and they didn't really do great on my channel. Literally my vlogs do better than the top 10 products of the month. So I thought I'd give it a break for a little bit and just kind of focus on my daily vlogs and that kind of content. But I thought that maybe I would talk about those products on my podcast. So I think I'll give you the top 10 things that I've been currently loving the past couple months, or I guess since I last did one of the top 10 videos. So the first thing has probably got to be my OGX Argan Oil Hair Care. It's actually called the OGX Argan Oil of Morocco Hydrate and Repair. So these were actually gifted to me, so I didn't have to spend a dime on it, which was phenomenal. And I got the entire product line, and I've been using it for a month now. And I just want to say the improvement with my hair is astronomical. My hair is literally phenomenal. The texture of it is starting to come back. That big volume that I used to have when I was younger is coming back. The thickness is really starting to come in, and my hair is growing. It is so nice and so refreshing to have hair that doesn't fall out constantly and feels so silky smooth. It looks silky smooth and just has so much volume to it. So that is the first thing that I'm totally obsessed with. Their entire product line. So it's the shampoo, conditioner, oil, and hair mask. I think there's one other thing in that product line. I think it's the dry shampoo, but I don't have the dry shampoo. I have been using, though, my Aveeno rose water and chamomile blend dry shampoo. So I have been using that, and I think it works fairly good. But you know what? I kind of forgot about it the past couple weeks because I didn't want to use any other products other than the OGX beauty line that they gifted to me, because I just wanted to see what it did for my hair without using any other products. But before I got those shampoos, conditioners, and hair mask stuff, I was using the dry shampoo with the other shampoos and conditioners and hair masks I was using, and it actually works amazing. I could go about a week and a half without washing my hair, which I know some people are going to be like, that is forking disgusting. I know, but you know what? Washing hair for a girl legit takes so long. I am so not into it. I hate washing my hair. It takes forever, and then I have to have wet hair for the rest of the night, and it's not it. I don't like it. So having the dry shampoo and not having to wash my hair for a week and a half is phenomenal. So really, really into that. The next thing that I'm really into is my Ordinary, or it's actually called The Ordinary. The Ordinary skincare products. So I have recently been using 2 products by them. I've been using the caffeine solution for underneath my eyes, trying to get rid of like the bags underneath my eyes, and I just use that every morning and rub it in with my fingers, like using the movements, I guess kind of not a massage therapist, like a facial person, esthetician would use when trying to drain your lymphatic drainage. And so I just rubbed that in, and it's really starting to get rid of the bags underneath my eyes, which is great. And the other thing that I'm using by them is the lactic acid. Now, I think it's working because it's supposed to make your pores smaller, like appear smaller. The only downside of it, and I did read this on the website, so I kind of knew what I was getting into, but it kind of burns a little bit when you're putting it on. So for me, it's just not as appealing to put it on as much as the caffeine solution. But it does work. It's just that, I say side effect. I guess it is a side effect, but the burning sensation right when you put it on, it subsides right away. It only burns for like 10 seconds and then it's fine, and my face doesn't get red or anything. It's just that first 10 seconds. And you know, obviously I kind of knew I was getting into that and it was going to happen, but for some reason I just kind of blocked it out of my mind and was like, yeah, that's not going to happen to me. Well, you know what? Guess what? It did. So I'm just not as inclined to use it on a daily basis like I use the caffeine solution. But anyways, that's okay. I think the next thing on my list of favorites for the month is probably my new favorite YouTuber. Now, I know I always talk about Keaton Milburn. Still love that girl to the death of me. She is literally my heart and soul, spirit animal, and I really do, you know, just find her so inspirational. But I have a new favorite YouTuber, guys, and I'm so stoked by how much progress and momentum in the whole social media industry she has gotten in the past literally month. So it's Lauren Norset, I believe you say her last name like that. And she, okay, just to like, not to say that I was like the first person to follow her or something. I literally subscribed to her channel when she had like 6K followers, and about a week ago she hit 100K, and now this week she has like 120K. So she's going up by 10,000 a week, which is insane. That is a crazy amount of growth in a week. Her Instagram's blowing up. Like, she literally went from, I followed her when she had like 4K followers. Literally overnight she basically got 10K, and I'm just so proud of her. And go small YouTuber team. Like, there is so much potential to blow up on the internet. Basically, you just have to, you know, get the right video out there, really cater towards your audience and whoever's watching your stuff. And oh my gosh, this is such the marketing me talking. Good God, I cannot speak half the time. Talking right now. You know, I've been doing too many marketing classes when I start treating my YouTube literally like a business. And I mean, I know I should be, but the whole reason why I started YouTube in the first place was just to share my story with like my whole eating disorder and my mental health, and just kind of like spread happiness on the internet, because the internet can be such a dark place sometimes. And I don't know, I always go on YouTube to cheer myself up. I always want to watch something that's going to make me laugh or something that's going to make me smile. So I want to bring positive content to the internet. And, that's the whole reason why I started making YouTube videos in the first place and continue to make them, because it's not like I'm making any money off of them right now. I literally do it out of the whole love for it and the love for editing and all that nonsense. Anyways, so that was my favorite YouTuber. Long rant, long tangent. The next thing that I've really been obsessed with is the Crime Junkie podcast. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you have not listened to the Crime Junkie podcast, you better start. I binge listened to every single one of their episodes for, I think it was 2 weeks, and I listened to them non-stop from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. all day long. I listened to their episodes, got through, they've got something like 220 episodes now, and they talk about true crime. Some of them are solved, some of them aren't solved, and it's just so fascinating. A lot of the time, they cover cases that haven't gotten a lot of publicity due to, the race of the person or the area where it was located. It wasn't in a major city, or the timing of it. Some of these cases happened right before 9/11, and then when 9/11 happened, obviously all the media was focused on that and not a murdered 12-year-old. So I think they're really doing justice for, all of those cold cases and cases that have been solved, but a lot of cold cases. They're doing justice for them, trying to get them solved, trying to bring awareness to those situations, and just really getting people aware of the dangers outside. And honestly, kind of raises my anxiety a little bit, not gonna lie, listening to them, because now I think that there's gonna be an Israel Keys out there. And if you don't know who Israel Keys is, go listen to the episode. Anyways, that's been my favorite podcast. So highly recommend if you're into true crime or any sort of mystery or any sort of, I guess, documentary style stuff. Really well done. I think they're number 3 or 4 on the top podcast charts. So highly recommend. Definitely give them a listen. The next thing that I've been obsessed with is thrifting. And I know that this is nothing new. I have been obsessed with thrifting. It's just kind of, something that's always been a hobby of mine, shall I say. But lately I've really been into buying, I bought a chair first of all and redid it, put on a whole new fabric and new cushion and made it into a chair for my office / bedroom thing that I've got going on. But I've also been buying purses, and I've been redesigning the purses into kind of high fashion purses. So I just recreated the Prada side bag with that coin purse on it, and then I think Louis Vuitton also has one of those, Louis Vuitton purse with the little coin bag on the strap. So I recreated one of those, and I will post it on the Chirping Birds Instagram page so you guys can see it. But I'm also recreating the Dior saddle bag right now, and it's turning out really, really cool, if I don't say so myself. It's taking me a long time because I'm hand sewing everything, and it's just a lengthy process, and the needle keeps spearing my finger, slicing my finger open. But you know what? No pain, no gain. So I've been working on that, and it's just a total vibe. I feel like if I go out with these purses, it's kind of, I don't know, it's even cooler than the designer purses because they're literally like homemade, and they have more character than the $20,000 designer purse. So that's something that I've also been very obsessed with, thrifting. The next thing that I have to give a little shout out mention to is my favorite Japanese store. Well, it's Japanese and Korean store called Miniso. I went 2 times this month already. I bought a ton of journal stuff, a bunch of kitchen stuff, and I got a bunch of skincare stuff as well, like makeup brushes. I think they have one. It's not the Clarisonic, but it's kind of something like that. It's about the size of the palm of my hand, and it's got a bunch of these ridges on them, and it's battery operated, and it takes the makeup off my face, or face mask or skincare products off my face when I'm washing it, and it's waterproof, so I could bring it in the shower with me, which is excellent because need that. And I got all of that stuff at this Japanese store called Miniso, and they were a fraction of the price as if you were to buy it at a high brand name store like Sephora or online with the company. And, it is an off-brand thing, so who knows how long these products will last me and if they'll just end up breaking quickly. But they have been doing wonders, and I really love that face scrubber. The makeup brushes work excellent. I've got a bunch of new journal markers, love them. I've been using them in my journal all the time. And I also got a few kitchen things like these tiny teaspoons, and I have the cutest teaspoon. It's got a little cat on it, and the other one's got a little fish. It's just so cutie, and I love them so much. So that's the other thing that I'm really obsessed with, in love with this month, is Miniso. So highly recommend you guys check them out. If you live in, I think it's Canada, every province, I don't think the territories have them, but every province, I believe, has a few, at least, Minisos, and they really are they're just so cute. Anyways, the next thing is Califia Farms Pumpkin Spice Cold Brew. Oh my. I never used to be like this. I never used to be a whole pumpkin spice kind of gal, but the past couple of years, I've just changed. I'm a new woman, and I really, really love pumpkin spice. And Califia Farms came out with an almond milk latte that is pumpkin spice flavored. And Serena's mom picked me up a bottle. And I've just been really loving it. I've been having it every day. And it's just so perfect. I don't really know how else to describe it. It's got the perfect amount of pumpkin spice. It's creamy. It's got enough of the coffee flavor to it. Comes in a big bottle. I want to try their other products, though. The only thing is Whole Foods hasn't seemed to get the shipment in yet. So unfortunately, I have been waiting since September 1st for them to come to the Canadian Whole Foods. And I know they're in the Targets in the United States, but I'm waiting for them to come to Canada. So I really need them. The only thing that they do have available is the cold brew, but I am currently waiting for the creamers. So I hope they hurry up. So Califia Farms and Whole Foods, if you're listening to this, please hurry up and come to Canada because I need them. And I guess kind of leading off of that, the next thing that I'm in love with is the pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks. I don't even know what to say other than, oh my goodness. It was amazing. I am not a crazy, fancy Starbucks drink kind of gal. Other than my quad shot espresso, what is it? It's a quad, extra coconut milk, 2 pumps of toffee nut syrup, and light ice. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my coffee order. I love that. That's as fancy as I will get, though, from Starbucks, until I tried the pumpkin spice latte, and now I am hooked. Really, really like it. It's just the best thing to snuggle up with in your giant oversized hoodie, pair of your favorite jeans or favorite sweatpants, watching a movie, sipping on your pumpkin spice latte, or watching the leaves fall out in the park, sipping your latte. Just such good vibes. Highly recommend, and you can get it with almond milk or soy milk, lactose-free milk, any of those things. Oat milk, I think they have. I mean, I don't know if I recommend the oat milk one. I don't know how I feel about that, but almond milk one definitely tastes really good. So if you are going to Starbucks and are looking for a new drink to try, I recommend a lot. So good. The next thing that I've been obsessed with, I think this is my 10th thing. I'm not really sure. I kind of lost track of my whole list I've got going here. But I wanted to talk about my candle. I love candles. I don't know what it is, but I will sit in my room beside my candle and let it burn for like 6 hours. It is so bomb. I have the Mocha Espresso candle from M of WG, so made of wax goods, I think, and it is so nice. This candle gives me such fall vibes. It's literally like, actually, I'll read you what the scents in it are, but it reminds me of just snuggling up with your pumpkin spice latte, your oversized hoodie, watching a movie. But it has espresso, vanilla, cream, chocolate, and marshmallow in it. It's a very sweet candle, so if you are not a sweet candle type of person, then I don't recommend it. But I thought I wasn't a sweet candle type of person. I'm like, oh, I really like the citrusy kind of ones, and occasionally I'll like the apple ones, like the apple pie ones or whatever. But I didn't think that I was going to be like a marshmallow, vanilla cream, chocolate type of gal for my candles. But you guys, this candle is forking bomb. I am so obsessed with it. I have been lighting it every single day for the past week. It is so good. It's almost out, so I'm going to need to order another one. I will post a picture of the actual candle on the Chirping Bird Instagram page so you guys can see it and then find it, and I will also try and link it down below, or I'll link the M of WG website down below so you guys can find all of their candles, because they've got quite a large selection of them. I did try looking for them on Amazon though, and they only had, I think, one type, so I was so disappointed about that. I thought that I'd be able to find the candles on Amazon and it would be a lot cheaper, because candles are so expensive. That's the only downside to it, and that's why I had started to burn incense. But my mom has this theory that the reason why my skin was getting bad again, like that deep cystic acne, was because I was burning incense every day. And so I stopped doing that in hopes that it would just help clear my skin up. And I don't know if it was a combination of that and taking my medicated cream, or if it was just my medicated cream, or if it was not even the medicated cream and just not burning the incense, which I don't think is true. But whatever it is, my skin is now clear, and I just don't really want to take the chances of lighting my incense again. Maybe I'll try it, burning them, but then I also, like, what if it makes my skin bad again, and then I've got to do the whole, like, go through the 45 days until my new skin cells come, and I don't know. I don't really want to make that 45-day investment, you know what I mean? So time is money. Money is time. I think I'm just going to not burn my incense for a little bit longer and just keep burning my candle, and maybe I'll try and find another cheap candle. I did buy this Emma of WG candle from Winners, so it was only like $5, I think, for the candle, which is honestly a quarter of the price when you buy it off of the website. So if you don't want to spend $20 for a candle off of the actual website, then I highly suggest going into your local Winners and looking for candles, because oftentimes they have really good deals on them. And you can smell them all, so that way you're not like just taking a gander and picking a random one online, and then when it comes to you, you realize you don't even like it. So that's probably the best place that you can find your candles. Anyways, I think that's it for my list of 10 things, and I have been blabbing my mouth for about 40 minutes now. So I'm sure you are probably all very tired of listening to my favorite things of the month, so I will shut up about that now and probably wrap up everything here. So make sure that if you guys haven't listened to the podcast episode before this, which was the podcast with Melissa Jasmine and the other solo podcast episode before that, make sure you guys check them out. I will link them down below, and then they are also in the Chirping Bird playlist on my YouTube channel. So make sure you guys give those a listen. Comment, like it, subscribe. Also stick around, subscribe to my channel so you can see my vlog and like video posts, which I do on Mondays and Fridays, and then the podcast episodes obviously go up every Wednesday. Make sure you stay around for that. Also follow me on both Instagrams, the.chirpingbird and talia.birdd with an extra D, TALBIRDD. I hope that everyone has a fantastic day whenever you're listening to my podcast, and I will talk to you guys in a week. Bye.